Hello everyone and welcome to Chapter 3 and welcome to Fun with Fitzy. We are starting to get into the interesting part of this course and we are going to be analyzing changes in financial position. But before we do that, we're going to have to learn about business transactions. Events occur daily that cause the financial position of a business to change. Each of these events is called a business transaction. Okay, so you can think of a couple of them. The business makes a sale, the business purchases supplies, so on and so forth. Those are called business transactions. When an asset, liability, or owner's equity item is recorded for an accounting purpose, a business paper or source document is required to verify the dollar amount. Okay, so we are going to be spending a lot of time on source documents in the next chapter, but for now we're just going to be introducing them. And it's important that you understand what they are. Okay, so two things that you need to know here. What is a business transaction and what is a source document? A source document, let's think of some examples. What would be some examples of source documents? I'll give you a second to think of one. Okay, here are two, a hydro bill and a telephone bill. So bills, generally speaking, are source documents. Check copies, and we're going to spend a lot of time on check copies in the next chapter. But when your company pays back somebody, they generally will send them a check, and your company keeps the copy of it. Receipts from purchases. Cash register summary, so as you make sales throughout the day, you'll get your sales summary at the end of the day. And credit card slips. We will spend a lot of time on credit cards in grade 12. Source documents provide proof for the transaction, proof of payment, proof of purchase, and it gives you a reference. If you ever need to go back and look at that transaction, you can actually pull out of the files the source document. Generally speaking, companies keep the source documents on file for reference in the future in order to answer questions from owners, managers, auditors, whoever they need to, if necessary. Okay, now we've already talked about GAAP and IFRS, but we're going to add another GAAP, or we're going to review this one, the Objectivity Principle. The Objectivity Principle states that accounting will be recorded on the basis of objective evidence. And I'm wondering if you can think of something that would give us objective evidence to record some accounting transactions. Before we go on, let's think about them. So source documents provide objective evidence. There's no disputing the amount on a receipt that you paid. Okay, what does it all mean? Different people looking at the same evidence will arrive at the same values for the transaction. So that sales receipt everyone looking at will see the exact same amount that you paid. And transactions are recorded on fact, not personal opinion. So once you have that sales receipt, you're going to use that dollar amount that's on the receipt to record your transaction. And that's all at this point.